The Last of Us is a show.
It is a show.
I think we should just explain that. And even if are we going to spoil anything for people?
No.
Okay, great. We won't spoil anything, even though I've seen it.
Okay.
And you've seen it.
Hey guys, welcome to Tyler Neal Explain Everything.
Is that what we're talking about? The Last of Us?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, sorry, you jumped in the intro. Like I was trying to give people a clear expectation.
We're going to talk about The Last of Us.
It's a show.
It is a show.
But we're not going to spoil anything.
No, we're not going to spoil anything.
But I've seen it.
You've seen it.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Sick.
Now we're caught up.
Have you seen it?
This is an audio podcast.
Oh, okay, sick.
But we do have some cameras in here.
Yeah, and I have started editing videos. So
hey, listen.
One of them goes live today at 7.
Oh, good.
I've got it set to go up.
7 p.m.?
7 a.m.
Wow. That is still not 7 a.m. when we're recording this.
Yeah, we're recording it before 7.
Very early.
Yeah.
So The Last of Us is HBO. They just had the series. It's not a limited series, but it should be multiple years of this series.
Okay.
They just had the second biggest premiere in 10 years.
In 10 years.
Think about that. The reason why
like first episode of a show or first episode of a season?
First episode of a show.
First, okay.
Yeah.
Only beat by
Game of Thrones.
What'd you say?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones or House of Dragon?
House of Dragon.
Okay.
House of Dragon.
So it's like House of Dragon needed an entire, like one of the most well-received series of all time,
right?
To launch
set it
and
up.
get that,
right?
And this one is it's coming out.
Yeah, on its own. So it's a video game adaptation.
Okay.
So a lot of people know the storyline of the video game,
and
that's why they're super into this.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
My son has.
Okay. So,
hey, Roman,
so it's a recent video game.
The last 10 years.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was an older one. I was thinking like Resident Evil type stuff.
No, I don't think it's that old.
Okay.
I don't think so. So 4.7 million viewers when it aired. This is like simultaneous viewers when it comes on so it comes on at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and it's probably not 6 p.m. Pacific.
If you were wondering, the quickest way to turn my brain off, it's to start telling me time zone times.
Stop listening. So it has Pedro Pascal. I don't know what the girl's name is. So this is a post-apocalyptic storyline. And this was the launch of it. So what they do is they show you some of how it came around. It's not zombies, but I will say that they're
fun guys.
They're Easter eggs everywhere. So so just so you guys know, this is
Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey plays the part of Ellie.
Now you would know her, I would assume, from if you've seen Game of Thrones. HBO, they stick with their own.
Yeah.
So it's like Netflix. They have people they sign on long term. HBO's got Pedro Pascal, which he got his kickoff from Game of Thrones.
Where you've heard his voice before is Mandalorian.
Yeah, he's done Mandalorian. He's done stuff, but his where he got started was Game of Thrones.
Is he in Narcos?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was after Game of
Narcos.
Thrones.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the first season.
Okay.
And so then I stopped watching it. It took up too much time.
Okay. Yeah.
I wanted to spend time making these with you.
Thank you.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Aww.
And then she was also from Game of Thrones. So
okay.
She was a fan favorite. Like she was a character that like people, she didn't get a lot of airtime, but people absolutely loved her.
All right.
Yeah.
This will have other major actors coming into play as the season goes on. Basically what this is, the general premise of it is, in a post-apocalyptic future, which is really technically our present right now, this man has to get this young lady, this little girl, across the country.
Okay.
And there was a lot at stake. They didn't say what was really at stake in this first episode, but they hinted towards it.
Yeah.
Like, why is she so special?
Yeah.
There's that. So from the reason why the viewership and the ratings and all that kind of stuff are so high, just to give you perspective on it, this has a 99% Rotten Tomatoes rating with the critics and the fans.
That's not normal.
No, that is
usually the fans and the critics, like the
they
critics
don't
are
agree.
like, you like this? Oh, well, then I hate it.
Yeah.
It's like my wife every time we try to pick a place to eat. I'm like, where do you want to eat? She's like, I don't care, anywhere you want. And then I'm like, okay, let's go get tacos for life. Oh, no, I don't want that.
You don't want
You
that.
just said you didn't care. But now you care.
Do you know the principle of the McDonald's principle?
No, tell me.
In that?
I
so
am
if someone
interested.
says they want to go eat and they won't give you a place to go, you have to name the worst possible place that you can go eat. This will not work every single time. You have to change up what the worst place is.
Okay.
But if you say,
Pick a place they don't want.
Yeah, pick a place.
And that'll make them think of the place they want.
Yes, and then they'll say that.
Okay, done.
Yeah.
Bet,
so
catch,
next time Amanda says she doesn't know where she wants to go, you go, listen, then we're going to
McDonald's.
CC's Pizza.
CC's Pizza. You know, that used to be one of our spots when we first got married.
Well, is it anymore?
No.
Not as much.
We will never eat there again.
This also is the highest rated show ever on IMDb.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So one thing that you probably need to know this: when they give critics and they give reviewers, they give them this. They should give it to us. They give it to you 4 or 5 episodes before the first episode ever comes out, so that buzz can get out there, so people can start talking about it. Now they will be embargoed. They're not allowed to actually talk about what they like or don't like.
Please. They'll have restrictions. Got it.
Yes, they will. What an embargo is.
I thought it was on shipments.
You're not allowed to, so trade embargoes, you have that. But embargoes on social media and reviews, you're not allowed to say what your real thoughts are on something, and they won't allow you to post or tweet or whatever. And what they'll do is they'll say, if you do leak out what your thoughts are about this show, you'll be cut off. You'll never get any of this inside information again. So people don't want to give that up.
That's fair.
So it does happen sometimes. Typically, there are a couple reasons why a show would get embargoed. One, it's bad. And people don't want it out there. It happened with a movie that came out last year that didn't do that well.
What was it?
Black Adam. It was embargoed up until the very last part. And then what they said is you can only say positive things.
So they just like send out a group text like, all right, go.
So what you do is you get a deadline. I've had it for product launches in the pharmaceutical part of it, where they're like, it's embargoed up until this point, and then you can go. And then after that, I was explaining embargoes, and I think I'm done with that now.
You're talking about the reasons that they do embargoes because either it's trash,
either it's trash, or they don't want spoilers. They want the anticipation to be there until a certain point.
Cool.
So you get both of them. So anyways, The Last of Us is on HBO. It is suspenseful. It is emotional, and it was incredible acting. And they said this is the best video game adaptation that has ever happened.
Wait, you're saying it's better than Doom starring The Rock?
I forgot about that one.
I bought that on DVD and never watched it.
Oh my! You bought it?
Yeah, because I used to buy DVDs back in the day.
Was it in that bargain bin?
It was at a pawn shop. You could buy 5 DVDs for $20, I think.
Wow, that's
and so every Friday I'd go pick out 5 DVDs. At the time, it was great. It was like 15, 16 years ago.
Okay, well, that was great.
Okay, you don't sound convinced.
That was great. Good for you. Hey guys, Last of Us is on HBO right now. It comes out every Sunday evening, and you guys can go watch it. But be careful, because it is definitely not a little kid's show. This is not for the young. It's leave the tater tots at home.
Put those tater tots back in your cargo shorts, back in the side pocket.
Yeah,
Napoleon Dynamite.
Gosh,
do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
And then he kicks it.
Tots. Yeah.
That's so good.
Smashes and made mashed potatoes out of it.
Rest in peace, Bill Hader. John Heater. What's his name? I'm sorry.
All right.
Later.
Stay smart.